Hello everyone and welcome to the Conference 6 tournament in girls diving. We're at Washington Lee High School and we've got divers from all 8 high schools in Conference 6. We're going to pick up our coverage in the 5th round of diving. Bianca Bethancourt will start off the 5th round for the Yorktown Patriots. Bethancourt with a nice twist. So through the first 4 rounds, we saw terrific dives from all the divers.
3, 4.
And the show goes on here.
Kirsten will be doing 11 feet, forward somersault height, 1.5, Carolyn.
And now Kirsten Orens from South Lakes Seahawks will be diving. Again, we're in the 5th round. Nice dive by Orens. South Lakes having a very good night here at the tournament. So all the divers dive 6 dives, and then they start to make the cuts. And Caroline McCleary from the McLean Highlanders. McCleary has a lead early on here in the tournament. McCleary with a twist. Terrific dive. So Caroline McCleary having a good night at the Conference 6 tournament.
5, 5.5. 5, 5.5.
Later now, Sigourney Heerink, still in the 5th round. And Sigourney Heerink with a nice backward-facing dive. And now Meredith Turner for the Fairfax Rebels. All these divers will have been diving against each other during the dual meets this season, and many of them dive on the same club teams or against each other in the club sport of diving. Turner with a nice dive. So Fairfax having a good night at the tournament. Good form from Meredith Turner. And now Hannah Karlin for the Yorktown Patriots. And Karlin with a twist. Strong dive from Hannah Karlin. She gets a nice hand from the crowd.
3.5, 4, 3.5, 4.5, 3.
Now Annabeth Stokely diving for the host Washington Lee Generals. We are in the W&L pool. Stokely adjusts the board. Very nice dive from Annabeth Stokely. We've got 22 divers total. We had a couple of last-minute scratches, but 22 divers competing here tonight. And now Maya Brubaker from McLean, part of that strong McLean diving team. The divers probably find a rhythm to dive during the dual meets, but the tournament poses a difficulty because there's so many more divers. Your time between dives is much longer. Nice dive from Maya Brubaker. Sarah Wilkowske from the South Lake Seahawks now for her 5th round dive. So with a longer time between dives at a tournament, the divers have to find a way to stay focused and stay warmed up. Wilkowske with a great dive. So South Lakes putting on a good show here tonight at the tournament. Now Tierney Campbell from Madison. Nice inward dive from Tierney Campbell. Danielle Fairchild from Langley, her 5th round dive. Great dive from Danielle Fairchild. Langley having a good night at the tournament. Tenerelli, another diver from Fairfax. Great dive from Molly Tenerelli. So Fairfax continuing to put on a good show here at the tournament.
4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 5. And we'll be doing 3-2-C. Reverse somersault top, 1.6. Carolyn on deck.
And now Hannah Farson from McLean. Great dive from Hannah Farson. Good response from the crowd.
5, 5, 4, 4.5, 5. Carolyn will be doing a 4-2-C. Inward somersault top, 1.6.
All right, so Washington Lee is the host school, but really we've got fans from all 8 high schools here tonight enjoying the dive competition. Carolyn Fusca now from Madison. Fusca with a nice dive. So Madison, the Madison divers doing very well at the tournament.
4.5, 4, 3.5, 4 across.
And now Ciara Summersgill from Fairfax. So this is really the first half of the tournament. The girls dive first. All told, they will go through 11 rounds of diving. And then later on tonight, we will have the boys' Conference 6 dive tournament. Great inward dive from Ciara Summersgill. Fairfax Rebels doing well at the tournament. And now Abby Didawick from the Yorktown Patriots. Her 5th round dive. Didawick was one of the regular scoring leaders for Yorktown during the dual meet season this year. Great dive by Abby Didawick. So Didawick having a good night at the tournament. And Delaney Gallagher now from the McLean Highlanders, getting set for her 5th round dive. Gallagher with a twist. Terrific dive from Delaney Gallagher. So another strong performance from McLean. And Violetta Nicotina from Fairfax Rebels, getting ready for her 5th round dive. Very graceful, very strong dive from Nicotina.
4.5, 3.5, 4.5, 3.5, 4.5. And we'll be doing 2 of 3
All right, we're down to the last 4 divers in the rotation here in the 5th round. And Emma Bulger from South Lakes, under backward facing dive. Good form from Emma Bulger. So South Lakes divers doing very well at the tournament. Five and a half bingo for that one. Bingo meaning that all 5 judges have agreed upon the same score. Now Emily Schwab will be diving now from James Madison. Very nice inward dive from Emily Schwab. Got to look a little bit of the crowd up in the spectator gallery.
3.5, 4, 3.5.
It is a long evening for the divers and for the spectators, but the divers are going strong and the spectators are definitely along for the ride. They're enjoying this tournament. Now it's Nikki Stefanek from the Hayfield Hawks. Stefanek with a twist. So Stefanek gets a good response from the crowd. And a good dive for Nikki Stefanek. And now from Langley, Haley Simkins. Simkins with a nice twist. Very strong dive by a Langley diver. 5. We'll go right into the 6th round. And Bianca Bethancourt will be diving for Yorktown to get the 6th round underway. All the divers dive 6 rounds. Nice dive by Bethancourt. All the divers will dive 6 rounds, and then some of the divers will be cut, and we will end up going 11 rounds in total. But there are a few cuts they make along the way, so not all the divers get to dive 11 dives. But this is a big break from what you experience in the dual meet season. So, as a diver competing, you need to. When it gets tournament time, you need to have obviously a lot of stamina. It's a much longer event. But you need to have 11 dives in your repertoire. So Kirsten Arentz from South Lakes. Very nice dive from Kirsten Arentz. for her 6th dive of the evening. Good scores from the judges. And now Caroline McCleary from McLean Highlanders. She's had a lead through 5. Terrific dive from Caroline McCleary. She got terrific lift off and good height on that dive. And we hear the very strong scores from McCleary. A little bit later now, Sigourney Heerink from Madison. Very good dive from Sigourney Heerink. And now Meredith Turner from Fairfax with her inward dive. So the Fairfax divers doing very well at the tournament tonight. I need to restate the scores for Meredith Turner. And Hannah Karlin now from Yorktown, getting ready for her 6th dive of the night. Good liftoff and good form from Hannah Karlin. Karlin from Yorktown, getting good scores from the judges. And now Annabeth Stokely from the Washington Lee Generals. Great dive from Annabeth Stokely. Another McLean diver, Maya Brubaker, back for her 6th round dive. Great dive from Maya Brubaker. So all the divers have to come up with, in their 6 rounds, their first 6 dives, they've got to show a type of dive from at least 5 of the main dive groups, showing their range. And by the time you get to the 6th round, you're then able to choose from a type of dive that you feel strongest in. And now Sarah Wilkowske from South Lakes. Very nice dive from Sarah Wilkowske. South Lakes having a good night at the tournament. And strong scores for Wilkowske. Now Tierney Campbell from Madison. Terrific inward dive from Campbell. And the Madison Warhawks putting up some good dives on the board tonight. And Danielle Fairchild now from the Langley Saxons. She's back for her 6th round dive. Fairchild with a very nice inward dive. He always has some great divers in the tournament. We're seeing that tonight. Now Molly Tenerelli from Fairfax, coming up on her 6th dive of the night. I talked a little about the stamina that you have to get out of the divers for the tournament. It's a longer event, and the spectators. And let's not forget the judges, who have done a terrific job tonight and showing a lot of concentration and focus. Great dive from Tenerelli. So Fairfax putting up some good scores on the board. You know, another one of the McLean divers, Hannah Farson. Great dive from Farson. And strong scores from the judges for Hannah Farson. And now Abby Didawick from the Yorktown Patriots. This will be her 6th dive of the evening. Great dive from Didawick. She got good height off the board and good form and execution in the dive. All right, Delaney Gallagher now from McLean. Terrific dive from Gallagher. Good dive in her 5th round, and another good dive in her 6th round. Some McLean divers having a terrific night here at the Conference 6 tournament. Now Violetta Nicotina from Fairfax. Strong dive from Nicotina. We have Emma Bulger from South Lakes. And a backward facing dive. Great dive from Bulger. You can hear the crowd enjoyed it. And strong scores for Bulger. And now Emily Schwab for the Madison Warhawks. Her 6th dive of the night. Great dive from Schwab. Madison continuing to put up some good points on the board tonight. And for Hayfield, Nikki Stefanek. Getting ready for her 6th round dive. Nice dive from Stefanek. And now Harry Simkins from the Langley Saxons with her dive. Also a very strong dive. So Simkins having a good night at the tournament. Bianca Bethancourt. Bethancourt comes up with a good dive. We have started the 7th round. Moving right through the dive to show you as much as we can. Kirsten Ahrens with a good dive. South Lakes divers doing well here tonight. And now Carolyn McCleary from McLean. Her 7th dive of the night. Terrific dive from McCleary. She's had a lead through several rounds, and she continues to hold the lead. Great scores from McCleary. All right, Sigourney Heerink now. And Heerink has a great dive. All right, we're back to Meredith Turner from Fairfax. Turner gets set. Nice dive for Meredith Turner. Good lift off and good execution of the dive. And now Hannah Karlin from Yorktown with her dive. And Karlin does the inward dive very well. Just having a strong night at the tournament. And we're back to Annabeth Stokely from Washington Lee. And a very nice inward dive from Annabeth Stokely. From the host Washington Lee Generals. A little later now, Maya Brubaker, one of the McLean divers. McLean as a team has been doing very well tonight in the Conference 6 tournament. And a great inward dive from Brubaker. Solid scores for Brubaker here in the 7th round. And now we're back to Sarah Wilkowske from South Lakes. And a great dive from Wilkowske. All right, Tierney Campbell from Madison, her 7th round dive. Gets into the rhythm. Very strong dive from Campbell. So we are about halfway through the 7th round. Carolyn McCleary has a lead, but a lot of great divers are pressing her from behind. Now Danielle Fairchild from Langley. Great dive from Fairchild. So the perfect dives just keep coming. And now Molly Tenerelli from Fairfax. Nice inward dive from Molly Tenerelli. All right, Hannah Farson now, back from McLean in the 7th round. Very strong inward dive from Hannah Farson. Again, the McLean Honor is having a great night here at the tournament. All right, Abby Didawick now, her 7th dive. Didawick from Yorktown. Great dive from Didawick. Good form and a good execution. And a 5.5 bingo for Didawick. The judges agree. All right, Delaney Gallagher now from McLean. Great dive from Gallagher. Strong liftoff, good execution. Strong scores for Gallagher. All right, Violetta Nicotina from Fairfax. Her 7th round dive. Nice dive from Nicotina. Fairfax continuing to put on a good show here tonight. And just a little bit later, Emma Bulger from South Lakes. Great dive from Bulger. She got a lot of height off the board. Great form. And we hear the strong scores for Bulger. All right, Nikki Stefanek now for Hayfield with her 7th dive of the night. Great dive from Stefanek. Haley Simkins now for Langley. Great dive from Simkins, and that will close out the 7th round of diving. All right, we're going to begin the 8th round now. Bianca Bethancourt is back for Yorktown. Nice dive from Bethancourt. Particularly when it's a tournament and you're pushed beyond the normal 6 dives. These late round dives from the divers the need for them to really push themselves. They've got to stay focused, and they also are likely to be doing dives they may not feel strongest in. So this is a time requires a lot of concentration. Nice dive from Kristen Lawrence from South Lakes. So Lawrence and South Lakes having a very good night at the Conference 6 tournament. All right, Caroline McCleary now. Terrific dive from McCleary. She worked the board extremely well. She got a lot of height, and then the form was terrific. So, Great scores from McCleary. Sigourney Heerink now from the Madison Warhawks. New run, 8th round. Great dive from Heerink.
3.5, 4, 4.5, 4, 3. Meredith will be doing 51-21 lead. Forward somersault, after 3, down.
All right, Meredith Turner now from Fairfax. Gets set on the board. And Turner with a twist. Great dive from Turner.
4.5, 4, 5, 4.
And now Hannah Karlin from Yorktown. Nice dive from Hannah Karlin. Having a strong night for Yorktown.
4, 3, 3.5. Annabeth will be doing 2-2C, back somersault top, 125, Maya.
All right, Annabeth Stokely now from the Washington Lee Generals. Great dive from Stokely, representing the home pool Generals. And Maya Brubaker with a great dive. So McLean, a lot of points on the board tonight from McLean. All right, Sarah Wilkowske now, South Lake Seahawks. And Wilkowske pulls off the inward dive very nicely.
4.5, 4.
Solid scores for Wilkowske. And we are back to Tierney Campbell. Great dive from Campbell.
3, 4, 5, 4, 4.
All right, Danielle Fairchild for Langley. Great dive for Fairchild. She's having a strong night.
4.5, 4.
And we are now back to Molly Tenerelli from Fairfax. Tenerelli with a twist. Great dive.
3, 3.5, 4.5, 2.
Let's see what later now. Anna Farson from McLean with a great dive. So she's continuing to move up the board.
2.5, 3, 3.5.
And now we are at Abby Didawick from Yorktown. Great dive from Didawick.
6, 5.5, 6.
You know, at the dual meets, it's a Friday night. You often see a lot of the middle school divers able to come and watch the action. But unfortunately, the Conference 6 tournament, we are on a Thursday night. And as the school night, I feel like there's a lot fewer younger divers able to attend. We are going to go late. This event will go on quite late. It's unfortunate they can't be able to be inspired. Delaney Gallagher, though, putting on a great show. Great dive from Delaney Gallagher. She's having a terrific night. And now Violetta Nicotina from Fairfax with another great dive. And Emma Bulger from South Lake Seahawks. Oh, what a great dive. Bulger. Great form and execution. And now Emily Schwab from Madison. Strong dive from Schwab. So all the Madison divers putting on a great show tonight at the Conference 6 tournament. And good scores for Schwab. A little later now. Nikki Stefanek from Hayfield with a great dive. And Haley Simkins from Langley with an awfully nice dive. And now Kirsten Orens. Orens with a twist. The South Lakes divers all doing very well tonight. And we are back to Carolyn McCleary. Oh, a great dive from Carolyn McCleary. She had terrific takeoff from the board. Excellent form during the dive. And Sigourney Heerink now for Madison. And Heerink with a twist. You may have noticed the announcer the announcer we started the tournament with is taking a break, and we've got a second announcer now. And Meredith Turner from Fairfax continues to put up some great dives. And now Hannah Karlin from Yorktown. Karlin with a twist. So Hannah Karlin having a great night for Yorktown. And now Sarah Wilkowske from the South Lake Seahawks, and Wilkowske with a twist. Impressive show from South Lakes tonight. All right, Tierney Campbell from Madison. Nice dive from Tierney Campbell. All right. Danielle Fairchild with a twisting dive. And Molly Tenerelli from Fairfax. Great dive from Tenerelli. Molly Tenerelli having a terrific night. And Hannah Farson from the McLean Highlanders. Farson with a twist. All right, Abby Didawick. Now Didawick with a twisting dive. Great dive by Didawick. And Delaney Gallagher with a terrific dive. Emma Bulger with a terrific dive. We've got so many dives to show you. We're cutting out the time between the dives. Nikki Stefanek with a great dive. And finishing up this round, Hallie Simkins. Simkins with another great dive. So Simkins from Langley. Having a great night at the tournament. All right, now Kirsten Ahrens. Very good dive by Kirsten Ahrens, having a great evening here at Conference 6 tournament. And a 5 bingo from the judges on her latest dive. Now it's Caroline McCleary. And McCleary with a twist. So Caroline McCleary continue to put up great scores on the board tonight. Sigourney Heerink. Very well done inward dive from Heerink. And Meredith Turner from Fairfax. A great dive from Turner. And now Hannah Karlin from Yorktown. Karlin, another great dive from Karlin. Annabeth Stokely from Washington Lee Generals. That's a good reaction from the crowd. Great dive. And Sarah Wilkowske from South Lake. Another strong dive from Wilkowske. Tierney Campbell from Madison. With a nice twist. Danielle Fairchild from Langley. Having a good night at the tournament. Molly Tenerelli with another good dive. And Hannah Farson from McLean. Another great dive from Hannah Farson. Now Abby Didawick from Yorktown. And Didawick has another good dive. Delaney Gallagher, another great dive from Delaney Gallagher. Emma Bulger. Simkins from Langley finish up the round. All right, now to begin the new round, Kirsten Ahrens from South Lakes. Dive from Ahrens. She continues to have a strong night here at the tournament. We are back to Caroline McCleary from McLean. McCleary, another great dive from McCleary. She got out to an early lead, and she holds that lead right now. Sigourney Heerink from Madison. Great dive from Heerink. Madison divers doing very well tonight at the tournament. All right, Meredith Turner now. Great dive from Turner. And now Hannah Karlin. Another great dive from Hannah Karlin for Yorktown. Strong scores from the judges for Karlin. And now Annabeth Stokely. Which we're showing now in the last round. So the divers making their final case to the judges. Stokely's been diving well all night. Nice finish for Stokely. All right, now Sarah Wilkowske from South Lakes. Her final dive. And Wilkowske finishes strong. Good showing by South Lakes at the Conference 6 tournament. And Tierney Campbell for the Madison Warhawks for her last dive of the night. Strong finish for Campbell. Madison divers doing very well at the Conference 6 tournament. We're down to the last 8 dives. A long evening of diving for the girls. The boys still have to dive, so they're out here. Washington Lee is going to show its stamina. And Danielle Fairchild finished with a strong dive. Good night for Langley at the tournament. Tenerelli from Fairfax. Tenerelli finishes strong. Got some great dives tonight. Farson now from McLean. Getting ready for her last dive. Great dive from Farson. McLean having a great night at the Conference 6 tournament.
5, 6, 6, 6, 5. Abby, moving forward from AC, your number 222, Delaney.
All right, Abby Didawick now for Yorktown. She'll finish up her evening with a backward-facing dive. She's put up some good numbers on the board so far. Great dive by Didawick. And now Delaney Gallagher. The McLean divers. And Gallagher finishes strong. Great night for McLean at the tournament. And now Emma Bulger. Bulger finishes with a twist. Great night for Emma Bulger.
5, 4, 4, 4, 1. Nikki,
all right, Nikki Stefanek now from Hayfield. Getting set for her last dive of the evening. Great dive from Stefanek. Another set of strong scores for Nikki Stefanek. Now Haley Simkins for Langley will finish up the girls' dive competition. Conference 6 tournament. And Simkins finishes strong. So it has been a great competition, a great tournament. You've got your leaderboard there. Caroline McCleary took first place. Emma Bulger from South Lakes was second. And Delaney Gallagher from McLean finished third. And the second half of the divers, you see their scores there. Great dives from everyone. Thanks for watching.